Is Kagurabachi really a masterpiece? Does it truly deserve all the hype, respect, and praise that it's been getting lately? Is it truly the next generation of Shonen Jump? And I'm here to say otherwise. I'm here to say, indeed, no. It doesn't deserve any of those things. It does not deserve such a title. But anyways, Hideyuki here, the rebelling rose, the one born to be berserk, the one chained to oblivion, returning yet again with another excellent video. So today we're going to go into why Kagurabachi is absolutely horrible. Why this is one of the most generic shonen series that I've ever read, and why the people that are claiming that it's more than it is are completely and utterly wrong. So we're going to bring the evidence on deck. We're going to fact spit up in this motherfucker. You know, we're not going to hold back at all. We're going to go all the way in. And yeah, we're going to go story arc by story arc. So there's no excuses now. You know, we got the evidence on deck. You know, we have everything pulled up. There's no running. There's no hiding. So I don't want to hear the excuses. But anyways, with that being said, let's get straight into it, right? So the first story arc, the Sojo arc, in general, this arc was really underwhelming. And, you know, I can usually give it past the introductory arcs because they're not supposed to be that great. You know, they just get the premise out, you meet a few characters, and you go on about your day. But this is one of those story arcs that it was so bad. The first time I read this, I just damn near dropped it. I was, oh my goodness, man. Oh, hell no. You know, it was that bad. I was just like, God damn. You know, let's just have a built-up revenge story that ends up not being a revenge story later, you know. You know, that's nothing new. You know, shonen love to do that all the time where they have a certain premise and then they go against their own premise. But, you know, it's crazy. You know, you have the basic setup of the revenge plot, right? Chihiro, our main protagonist, you know, he wants to be the sword master like his dad, the swordsmith, right? His dad made these enchanted blades that helped in a war all those years ago, put a stop and end to that. And he's given one of the most powerful of those swords, the Enten. And his dad gets killed by the Husaku group. Those swords get stolen, and now he's on a mission to get those back. You know, basic, easy to follow, right? And it's like, okay, you know, there's nothing really special with that. This is pretty generic. But okay, maybe they can do something with the characters. You know, maybe they can do something interesting. Maybe they'll build them up. Nah, they ain't trying to do that shit. Come on now. We get introduced to characters like Shiba, which, you know, he's just there to info dump, pretty much. That's the whole purpose of his character, to info dump and to get Chihiro used to, you know, the environment around him. And we get introduced to Char, you know, the first person we got to save, the character that's supposed to be relatable to the protagonist because, you know, she has her whole backstory with her mom, it would have you, and she loves her mom, man, and her mom fought for her, and oh, man, she wouldn't give up that time. I'm like, oh, God, this is just so corny. This is so forced. You know, and of course, he saved the girl, right, and does it in this flashy, cool style. You know, no problem, no effort required. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go again. And it's just like, oh, man, he's such a badass, man. Oh, he saved me. Oh, he saved me, man. Oh. I'm like, ugh. This is unbelievably trash. I mean, wow. And, of course, they take down the villain that they believe killed his father, but he wasn't the one. He was just a proxy. And then they just segue into the next arc, right? But yeah, overall, this beginning arc was absolutely trash. I mean, I don't see why people could ever like Kagurabachi from this story arc alone. But then, of course, leave it to the fans. They'll be like, whoa, Yuki, slow down there. Let the man cook, man. Let him cook. The next story arc is the turning point. I'm like, oh, really? This is supposed to be where it, quote unquote, gets good? Yeah, man. Keep reading it, man. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be amazing, man. It's going to be so worth your time. And I'm like, okay, Bob, I'll take you up on that offer. Let me see real quick. And then we get into the Raku Zaishi arc, what I would like to call the turn for the worse. But yeah, so with this arc, we have the Raku Zaishi, this auction being held, which is a complete ripoff of Hunter x Hunter. I mean, it's just totally disrespectful, stealing from the York New arc. And they're trying to retrieve one of the enchanted blades, the Shinuchi. Right, and the family, they also do human trafficking, what have you. They're considered the most scummy of scum. You know, they're completely ruthless and fearful people, and it's just like, it's so surface level though, and it's so obvious how they do that. It's just unbelievable. And we have this new character introduced in here. We have Hakuri. Oh, brother, man. This character is so garbage. It's insane. I mean, his whole purpose is just to be the loser that people connect with. So when he gets his powers, when you find out he's the secret underdog, it's like, oh, man, we can empathize with him. He's me for real. Oh, my God, bro's cooking. Oh, he's going crazy. That's my boy. And I'm looking at them like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And it was completely undeserved. But we'll get to that in a bit, right? But I just wanted to mention a scene really quick early on in this story arc where, you have Chihiro entering one of the rooms, and the guards, they see the goldfish because, this man has a goldfish as part of his powers or whatever. Just completely corny. But he sees the goldfish, and the motherfucker starts panicking. He's like, oh my God, it's the goldfish. It's him, man. He's here. Oh my God. Well, I got to get my bitch ass out of here. Oh no, he's here, man. He's here. And I'm looking at him like, ain't no way. No way. You're over here being pressed by a fucking goldfish. Oh man. Oh, that's crazy. Oh boy. Oh, I gotta catch my breath, man. Oh, that's insane. I mean, can you imagine for a second being intimidated by a motherfucker with a sword and a goldfish? Oh, jeez. But that's supposed to be badass, though. Chihiro's supposed to be cool, though, right? Oh, come on. We're not even trying. Oh, brother, man. But anyways, moving on from that. Getting into the main plot, because Hakuri conveniently is disowned from his family. And he can't do sorcery or anything. He's an absolute loser. He even admits it himself. He's like, oh, man, my family hates me, but I don't want to be with them anymore. And then he gets saved, right, by Chihiro. He's like, oh, my God, Chihiro, you saved me, man. You saved me. We can be on the same team, man. I can help you, man. Oh, I can help you, man. And Chihiro's like, oh, really? You can help me? Oh, yeah, bet. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this infiltration mission. And it's like, okay, yeah, man, sure. Let's do it, man. So now they conveniently got their piece to infiltrate the auction. And mind you, the pacing is so lightning fast that this happens in a matter of a few chapters. It's just that quick. They're already infiltrating the auction immediately. I'm like, what the fuck? There was no build up to that. None whatsoever. And of course, the dad is just your typical, oh, I'm the evil dad that, abused the family, but I'm doing it for the family name. I'm like, oh, God. The same corny villains we've seen a million times. And of course, he's going to turn out by the very end not to be all that, but, we'll get to that in a bit. Right. So now we have the showdown between Hakuri and the brother and Chihiro and the dad. And with Hakuri and the brother, this is where the power of flashbacks kick in, right? Where they're in the middle of a fight, right? And mind you, Hakuri can't do sorcery for shit. This man is not skilled at anything. His brother has been doing this for years upon years. I mean, his whole life, since childhood. But all of a sudden, right, he gets hit with that flashback. And that flashback's kicking in strong. He's like, oh, shit. I'm about to go crazy now. And I'm just like, oh, brother, here we go again. What is it this time? So we get the whole flashback with him and his prisoner, right? And she's trying to advise him, here and there. He's like, hey, Hakuri, you know you're a bitch, right? And he's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? No, you're kind of a prisoner to your family, man. I mean, you get your ass beat all the time. And yeah, you're more of a prisoner than me. And he's like, oh, fuck, I am. I really am a bitch-ass nigga. Oh, man. And she's like, yeah, but maybe we can escape together, and we can be happy. And he's like, oh, really? Oh, that would be so great. And of course, she tries to do that, but then she gets hit with that realization. She's like, oh, wait, oh, fuck, I forgot. I'm not trying to get any hope. Oh, fuck, I have no hope left. I'm going to off myself. And he's like, oh, wait, no, don't do it. And, of course she does it. And, he's just left in despair like the little loser that he is. And it's crazy, right? So now, because of that flashback, his dormant sorcery awakens. And of course, the excuse is, oh, well, anyone can do sorcery, man. It's just lying dormant. And even though he's never done sorcery a day in his life, because he had the power, he just didn't believe enough, man. He didn't believe enough. And now that he believed, now he can do it instantly and beat someone that has been doing it for years upon years. And I'm like, what the fuck? So he just beats his brother ass, instantly, underdog story, completely unearned. And then on top of that, he gains another OP-ass ability that allows him to transport anything he wants, as long as he registers it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no! You gotta be kidding me, man. First, you try to make the underdog, you try to do this grand underdog story just to find out that, it was completely undeserved. And then you're gonna give him another broken power on top of that? What the hell? And it gets worse because now we cut to Chihiro and the dad, and Chihiro is fighting him, and now they're teaming up on him. Now he's teleporting objects, he's teleporting Chihiro to deal with the dad, and the dad's like, oh fuck, I underestimated my son. Oh man, and he gets hit with that flashback, right? And he's like, oh, wait, why am I seeing my wife? Why am I hearing her last words? Oh, and he realizes, right? He's like, oh, fuck. I got hit with that flashback no jutsu. Oh, hell no. I'm going to die, man. I'm going to die. And he's down for the count, just like that. It's unbelievable, man. Boy, this story is so predictable. It's insane. And of course, they retrieve the Shunichi, and they just move along their merry way. And that's it for that arc. Oh boy. But yeah, in general, that arc was so awful, man. I mean, the pacing was absolutely trash. There was no build-up for Hakuri or any of the other characters. They just introduced these new abilities out of thin fucking air. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. And now we move on to our last and final current arc, which is the Sword Bearer assassination arc. Oh, brother, man, this is where things get real fucking stupid. Oh, boy. But yeah, this is the arc where they're trying to, protect all the sword bearers, right? They're trying to protect them from getting hit up by the Hisaku, right? And the Hisaku have other intentions. They're trying to get to the master, right, the sword master that caused the calamity all those years ago, right, killing 200,000 people. It was a big war crime and what have you. And yeah, so in this arc, they introduce Samura, Uraha, and that daughter of Samura's. And yeah, things get so much worse here, man. Oh, geez, it gets so much worse. Let's address the daughter first, right? So during this mission, they're trying to retrieve the daughter, right? On top of protecting everybody else. And they're like, man, we gotta get the daughter, right? Because after they tried protecting Samura went AWOL. He's like, no, I'm gonna actually work with the Hisaku and try to put an end to this in my own way because, I want to protect my daughter and I don't want her nothing to do with this, right? So now they're trying to get her so they can bait him. And, her memories are all wiped, so they get the slate clean and they bring the memories back, right? They upload those memories back, and she's like, holy fuck, I have a dad? And they're like, yeah, you do. I know it must be tough, but yeah, you got a dad. And then we get hit with more and more flashbacks, right? And we have another character, another villain they introduced from the Hisaku that's completely obsessed with Chihiro, just like that villain in the Sojo arc. And I'm like, what is with these weird-ass villains, man? They're so fucking cocky and crazy. It's just like, that's their whole personality. It's just straight out of an action movie where, they try to get into the mind of their rival or whoever they're obsessed with. And I'm just like, ugh. Oh, that's just so garbage, man. You have no personality, but, hey, look at me. I'm crazy, man. Aren't I so crazy? And it's just like, ugh. That's not a real fucking character. That's a fucking walking trope and cliche. Oh, boy. But yeah, he's obsessed with him, and, they fight on multiple occasions, and every time they fight, Chihiro just easily takes him down. And it's just like, oh my God, man, like no stakes whatsoever. Of course, with the daughter, though, it's different because it's like she can't fight or anything, you know? They're trying to protect her. But wait a second, all of a sudden, she can use the blind sword stance. And it's all because, oh, well, that flashback hit. And, you know, she got those memories back. She's like, oh, man, I used to train when I was a kid, man. And because I used to train, now I can do the same moves, woohoo. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not how that works. Even if that's true, you wouldn't be able to immediately do that on the spot. Come on now. What type of nonsense is that? Absolute bullshit. But anyways, after they deal with all that and protect her and stop, you know, that crazy obsessed loser, they find out all the information they need. He just spills out his guts. You know, he's just like, oh man, the Hisaku are this, that, and the next, and you can find them this way. Here's the address, man, their phone number. Yeah, you got everything. And yeah. And it's like, god damn. Oh, that's horrible, man. No wonder the pacing's so bad. It's just like, you could tell the mangaka just wanted to speed things up. And I forgot to mention another thing. He also rips off Naruto here. And, you know, Naruto is already a rip-off Hunter x Hunter, so it's no surprise there. Rip-off of a rip-off is insane work. But anyways, this man has fucking paper powers, you know? He got the paper cranes and using paper sorcery. And I'm like, what in the fucking Conan am I looking at right now? You guys are ripping off Conan from Naruto? Oh, that's desperate. You know you're desperate when you got your villains ripping off other trash villains. I mean, oh, wow, that's insane. That's fucking insane. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up real quick. But yeah, insane. But moving on, after they deal with all that, now they're toe-to-toe with Samura, right? And Samura has multiple abilities with his swords. And Samura is another kind of a rip-off cliche character too, because he's nothing but a bargain bin, manji-looking ass character. And I'm like, oh my goodness, man. You will never be Manji from Blade of the Immortal. Come on now. He really tried to have the scars and the haircut like him. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He ain't like Manji. Come on now. You will never be on Blade of the Immortal's level. So you might as well quit. You might as well forget trying that. But anyways, they're dealing with his stupid ass, right? And, you know, they just have this whole monologue of him trying to protect his family. And, oh, man, I have to do what I have to do. This is the only way. This is the only way. And, of course, Chihiro, being the little prodigy that he is, he's like, no, I'm going to do it my way, man. You know, I'm going to kill them all, but not in that way. You know, it's going to be in a meaningful way, man. And I'm going to find a way to do it. My Enten, man, it has the power, man. It has the power to stop the Swordmaster. And then he's like, oh, fuck. He got hit with that protagonist, though. Bullshit. And he's like, oh, damn, you opened my eyes. Literally, he cured this man's blindness with his bullshit. It's just ridiculous, man. Oh, this series gets worse and worse by the chapter, man. Wow, man, that easily. Oh, jeez. And on top of that, you know, that Suzaku ability he has, being able to rebirth and reincarnate people and, you know, heal them so easily. He also healed Chihiro not too long ago, and he's able to do that easy. And I'm like, what in the fucking D-grade, man? What the hell? Now we're ripping off D-grade, man? Because D-grade, man, if you've ever read that, they love bringing characters back to life, especially when they get hit in the heart. Boy, that has happened so many times to multiple characters, including Alan. You know, that man got stabbed in the heart, and he's like, no, baby, my essence is going to bring me back, man. It's going to bring me back. And they just stitch them up together, no problem. And it's like, and here's a power-up on top of that, man. Here you go. You got to upgrade, man. Ooh, +1. And it's like, yeah, man. Yay, man. I'm just like, ugh. And you know they have those stupid-ass broken abilities so they can exploit them and spam them later. And that drives us into the final part of this arc, which is the big fight and showdown with the Kaminabi and the Swordmaster, right? So the Hisaku group are infiltrating there. You know, they can't hold off the Hisaku for shit, even though they've been trained to readily guard those swords with their life. And, you know, their council are trying to find a way to coexist with the swords and, you know, bring peaceful order or what have you, and protect the swords and you know, keep the Swordmaster there. But then they get infiltrated easily, and then the Swordmaster, you find out he's sane. You know, he's able to, you know, do everything he needs to do accordingly. He's able to just not only take down the invaders, but also possess one of them. So now he's on the fucking loose. And you have Samura and Chihiro teaming up to fight him. And this is where things just get absolutely insane. And not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. Let's just give, the Swordmaster broken-ass abilities, being able to drain all life, suck all life out of everything, because, he's the malediction, man. He's the malediction. Decimation and destruction is his game, man. I'm like, so corny. This has been overdone so many times. I'm like, there's nothing interesting about this character other than, he's just super powerful. He's the big bad we gotta fight. There's nothing else to his character. So, they're just going at it, just fighting this man, and they're feeling hopeless. This is the chapter where people are going absolutely insane, chapter 108. Chihiro gets stabbed in the heart again, and Enten gets cut in half. And everyone's going crazy. They're like, oh my God, no way, man. Bro got stabbed, man. Enten's gone, R.I.P. No, man, this isn't looking good. What are our heroes gonna do now? And I'm just looking at them like, oh, you gotta be fucking stupid. You honestly believe that's how it went? Motherfucker, come on. First of all, you have Chihiro with his absorbing bullshit powers. And, he could also come up with any new awakening, because this man awakens, I don't know, every couple chapters or something, right? He's always coming up with some new bullshit ability, because it's just lying dormant, right? And then Samura has that Suzaku ability, too, to, reincarnate and rebirth things. So it's just like, with that in mind, it's like, I'm not surprised. I know what's going to happen. They're going to find some bullshit way to turn the tables. It's just like, God damn. This is how I know you guys just be talking nonsense, man. Like, how can you fall for something like that? It's insane. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up that arc as of currently, which is absolutely horrible. Easily one of the worst in the series so far. Just completely rushing for the sake of it, introducing a bunch of extra characters that we don't need, a bunch of fucking fodder. It's just really insane. But man, those are all the reasons why Kagurabachi, is an absolute disaster, man. This is not a masterpiece. Do not believe these reviewers, man. Do not believe, these manga channels hyping and praising this shit, man. This is catered to people that grew up with trash series like Naruto. Trash series like JJK and all these other garbage shonen. There's nothing special about the art. The art has been seen a million times before. The action is very stiff. There's so many fucking standoffs. It's insane. The characters are all dry, have no personality, and barely show any emotion except when they're in a fight. It's just ridiculous, man. And not only that, there's no sense of any world building in here. All the backgrounds look the damn same. All the scenery they're in, all the environments they're in look the fucking same ass buildings. It's just like, come on, man. Like, this series is so soulless, it's insane. But it just goes to show you what the current manga reader is like, what the current Jump reader is like, man. They don't care about no fucking quality. And this is why we can't take you guys seriously, because this is the shit that you hype up. And what's crazy is all this hype and praise. I'm like, man, if you want something that has to do with war and what have you, and analyzing war, go read Gundam Thunderbolt. And if that's too much for you to handle, you could always read Twin Star Exorcist, But god damn, man. You guys really done fucked up this time. But anyways, with that being said, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you.